This is one of the most amazing homes we have ever been through on this channel, and I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. We've made some connections with the builders who are offering some fantastic incentives that we can help you with. And to make it even better, this new construction build is located in one of the best suburbs of all of Boise. So today I am going to show you everything you need to know about this amazing suburb, and you're going to want to stick around to the end of this video because we're going to take you through this ridiculously perfect house. You don't want to miss a thing. What community are we in? We're here in Star, Idaho. Before we talk about this amazing suburb that has an annual chili cook-off, big, huge 4th of July celebrations and parades, and a mayor who will return your phone calls. Yes, I have spoken to the mayor of this town many times. Before we get into all of that, I'm going to take you just quickly through this house. It is massive. And the reason why I want to show you this home is because I believe it meets the needs of so many of our clients and just really has exactly what so many people are looking for. Let's just go take a quick peek. This entryway is an optional upgrade. All of the paneling and really cool extra features that you see, you can select these awesome upgrades. But something I really appreciate about this builder is their standard package. The home is pretty decked out, and so you don't even need to select those options if you don't want to. Another thing is a lot of the builders out here will put in cool features like that, but they don't even offer it in any of their packages or upgrades. So I really like that they're not just showing you how you can decorate, they're showing you how you can actually purchase the home. So this open floor plan has these beautiful high ceilings, so much natural light. I love this fireplace. It is so cool, so beautiful. And I also love that you can see this beautiful outdoor kitchen, dining space. I don't know how many of you know the green egg, but it's super cool. The green egg, actually, I found out recently, was started in Oregon, our neighboring state. Did you know that, video guy Ken?
I did not know that.
Well, I'm full of useless information.
I'm happy to entertain you.
My husband's originally from Oregon. These things are from Oregon, and he says, your smoker lid needs to be heavy. I was over here doing this a minute ago. I feel like I need to do the other arm. I don't want to lean out on one arm and not the other.
There you go.
It's got a heavy lid, so the green egg.
All this useless information in my head.
How many of you love one sink? Let me know in the comments below. Or do you want the divider? Because I think my husband's wrong that he likes the divider in the sink.
You're wrong, man.
I happen to like single sink. What do you like, Ken?
I like divider.
Divider? Dang, what about big old pots for the chili cook-off? When you move to this city, you're gonna need to get in on that chili cook-off. All you can eat.
All you can eat, all you can eat.
Big, huge pantry.
You like microwave in the pantry?
I like the microwave in the pantry, but let me say one thing. For us mamas out there with little kiddos and dads with little kiddos, it's up pretty stinking high, you know? So I'll say my first option is counter down here, or microwave down here in the counter. Second option, up in the pantry. This house is just over 3,000 square feet, and it's 4-bedroom. You can add a 5th, I believe, in the loft, but we'll have to check on that detail. And something else that's really cool about it is I believe this one has full bathrooms. Oh, wow, look at this. Oh, and it's so pretty right off the closet in the master bath. And check this out, all this built in. You guys, we recently had California Closets over at our house to talk to us about some custom desk space and some custom closet stuff. It was astronomically expensive, so I passed.
Nah, I'm good.
So this is pretty cool. This is beautiful. Look at this. Believe it or not all of the new builds are putting in tubs in the master bath, and I personally find that makes it difficult when it comes to resale. Baths are good for so many things, and people just have an expectation that with the price point these days, they're going to get a bathtub. So We're going to go upstairs, but first I want to show you the garage. This home actually does have an RV garage, which is something that is super important if you are going to have any toys, because storage is a dime a dozen, and so are homes with RV bays. So something I really love about Star, Idaho specifically is if you are somebody who needs that RV garage, more than likely we can find a home that fits your needs with that RV garage, including the ones here in this community. Please call me if you're going to take any trips, and then invite me on that trip if you're gonna get an RV garage, you know? This upstairs is stunning, but I need your guys' opinions and comments down below, because Ken and I are a little torn on whether we think this was a very smart layout or the total opposite. So you can see here, it's open and you will be able to hear probably all the noise upstairs. And if you're a mama like myself and you need to send your kiddos upstairs to play for some quiet conversations or what have you downstairs, you're not going to get that option. Let us know. Do you feel like the upstairs is your place to be like, go upstairs, I need quiet? Or do you love that it's open and it just feels like everyone is in one space? I love this bathroom right here. We've got a full bath with a bathtub. It comes right into this sweet little bedroom, double sinks in the vanity. It's huge. There's 2 beds in here. Then this is really nice because there's storage for towels or games right off of the bonus, which I'm a big storage person. Another bathroom. This one's a single vanity sink with a walk-in shower. This is a very big room. These closets, this is a nice big closet. And I really love that there's this little spot over here with plenty of storage, with the desk where you can do your work. I personally have an office, but I also have a little desk like this that's out among the kids and my family, and I tend to work more at my little desk space like that than I do in the office. Something really cool about this backyard compared to the one that we are going to show you at the end of this video is that because this home is 2-story, you get a little bit more of backyard space to play around with and create these fun outdoor kitchen spaces. I mean, as we were walking through this community, the water features are so relaxing. I love that they put one in the backyard here. Check it out. We've got these beautiful little spaces for gardening, which is really big here. If you are a gardener, something that you might be surprised by is that in the Treasure Valley, it's in a lot of areas, the soil is not that great. It takes a lot of work getting it to where you can actually have your garden, but there are clubs that you can plug into, and we've got this great local business, Zamzows. They're really familiar with the soil and they have everything you need. So if you're a gardener and you're thinking you're just gonna move in and start planting, I'm here to tell you, it might not be that simple, but it's very simple to plug into the resources you need. So, or put up garden boxes. So if you look down here, that house right next door, that is the 1-story we're going to show you. See the difference in backyard sizes, but there are different lots available. So if you are looking for a larger yard, we still got you. So we're leaving this house to take you through Star, and we realized we skipped this whole other office and bathroom in this house. I mean, how awesome is this? And you know, I really love that there is a shower, not part of the master downstairs, because this is perfect for aging family members. Now let's go show you Star. We don't have enough time to take you inside of this model today, but this one is absolutely stunning. This build specifically is not going to be part of the gated community, so the price point on this one, unreal. If you want to see this house and you want your own private tour, we could do it remotely or in person. Definitely give us a call, shoot us a text, or write us an email. We got your back if you want to buy the Magpie model.
So this is the first master plan for Williams Homes in the Treasure Valley, and it is broken into 3 collections. So our first collection is called The Grove, and these are our townhomes. We have 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath plans that start in the 400s, and then one that is a 4-bedroom office, 3 full baths.
Nice.
That's mid-400s.
Oh, that is amazing.
Awesome. Our next collection is called The Meadows. These are our single-family standard size lots. and roughly 2,100 to 2,500 square feet,
Okay.
starting in low fives. And then this collection is our gated community called the Preserve. These are single family homes on large lots. They start in mid sixes and go all the way up to 800s. So we have the pond in the gated community. There is walking access for anyone in the master plan, but only traffic access for those that are in the preserves. This pond will have a beach entry here with a floating dock. It's going to be stocked with fish, and it's authorized for non-motorized sports. We have a pool and rec center going in here that will start excavation this year and hopefully be fully functional by next year. And then there is a little tot lot or playground in the middle of the townhomes. And then we have this awesome walking path that goes all the way through this and for almost another mile or two this direction, all the way to Star Road.
You can live in a gated community with a pond, play on the pond, do all the things for under $800,000.
Correct. Yes. And we do have design options also. We will spec out some of the homes, but if you get in early enough, we have design options where you can come in and choose your upgrades, choose your textiles, all the stuff.
All right. So this specific builder, they are considered one of the higher end home builders. And the thing about them is that they are new to the Treasure Valley. They are not a new builder. Those of you coming from California might already be familiar with them, but they have a beautiful product. And while they are working on building their name recognition here in the Valley, these lower price points being offered are a benefit to you. That's one of the ways that they're building rapport. So definitely know that the price point is not because they're putting out a poor quality home. Another interesting thing about the community is that they, on the east side of the community, they have a deal with Star where everything has to be one story and they're all east facing backyards. This will prevent any obstruction of the views of the foothills. Right now, we're in what I call our 5th season in Treasure Valley, Idaho, fire season. And the sky is just, unfortunately, full of smoke because of the wildfires, and you cannot see the foothills currently today. We are going to go back out this week if it clears up and get some footage so that we can hopefully show you how beautiful the view will be most of the year. It is absolutely stunning in the winter with the snow. It's beautiful in the fall with the brown meadows. In the spring and summer, it's green and lush. I mean, you just cannot beat the views of our foothills. So knowing that you can get a home, part of it in a gated community, pond with a beach where you can go out and do non-motorized sports, walking paths that you can ride your bike all the way to Star River Road, cross the street, and be at the community ponds, which we are going to show you in this video, all right here, and have a safe, clean place to live with an abundance of community. That is epic. So we are pulling out of the community and I am going to make a right and head down towards kind of the epicenter of Star, Idaho, if you will. There used to be a lot of traffic on this road. I lived in Star off of this road and there was a lot of traffic, but they recently expanded Highway 44 and that has really alleviated a lot of the traffic. The other thing that is so crazy to me is when I lived in Star, and this was just literally less than 5 years ago, I left Star to go to the grocery store. Now there is a beautiful Albertsons. There's a Ridley's. I still think if you are going to move to Star, Idaho, you should try and get the little things that you can here and there from the Star Merc. The Star Merc is the OG market and it's kind of got a little bit of everything that you need. Stuff for your home, stuff for your groceries. You can get alcohol there, you can get a rat trap and an apple. It's like kind of a little bit of everything. Another thing that Ken was telling me is that they're going to put a Dutch Brothers in here. If you move to Idaho, you're going to have to pick a side. You're going to have to either be Team Dutch Brothers or Team Starbucks. You can bet a pretty penny that you probably shouldn't tell a lot of people in Idaho that you're Team Starbucks.
America.
I'm just saying. But I also have to throw out there, my girlfriend owns the Human Bean locations out here. Human Bean is also very, very good coffee. And I think we should include that into your team side. Bi-Mart, we just passed Bi-Mart. Bi-Mart is super cool. Another OG location. It's got a little bit of everything in it. Here we have competing gas stations because you need gas stations on both sides depending on what side of the street you're driving down. This little spot that we're approaching right now is so good. Sully's, it's got Irish food. Irish food? Am I saying Irish food? Yes, okay. Star Diamonds right here was recently taken over by this couple. The wife's name is Rachel, who had worked for the owner for a long time. I actually had my wedding ring made at Star Diamonds. They are kind of everyone's jeweler, and people from all around the Treasure Valley go to Star Diamonds for all of their jewelry needs. So shout out to Rachel and her hubby over at Star Diamond. The other place that we are pulling up to right now, Star Country. Oop, did I hit something? Star Country Cafe. It was probably a pothole because we're in an old parking lot in an old restaurant. Star Country Cafe. If you relocate to Star, Idaho, this is where you're going to come for your chicken fried steak, your coffee. You're going to have the same server that has been serving for a long time. This is one of the reasons why you moved to Star, Idaho, is because you want to become entrenched in the community and support the local businesses that have been here and made Star so wonderful. Keep supporting them, you guys. Okay, I'm standing in front of Star Country Cafe. I've got the American flag waving above my head because we are patriots here. I have to go into a little bit more detail about the Star Merc. So I want to make sure that you guys support these amazing businesses. Mondays, free soda. They got hot food in there. You can buy fishing supplies, lumber. Half the time you go through the line, they recognize your face and they're like, take the soda, it's on the house. I mean, it's amazing. I would consider this part of Star for newcomers. We don't call it this, but I would call it like Old Town Star. It's just a very tiny strip of the OG original businesses and buildings. Everything's cute and quaint, exactly what you want to feel when you are relocating to a small town. Now, right around the corner from here are two incredible ponds that were donated by one of the builders to the city, and it has turned into a really fun and amazing place for your family. Before we jump over there, I want to share some pros and cons of living in Star, Idaho, so that you can really get a good grasp on whether this is the right fit for you and your needs. Pro is community. You are not going to find a more America first, God first location. It is safe and clean. There is not crime or people sleeping on the streets. You're not going to see graffiti. You'll find people sitting out front of their houses in their lawn chairs in the evening, talking to their neighbors. There are a lot of HOAs here, and HOAs in the Treasure Valley are not grimy and overbearing like what a lot of people think. The HOAs here maintain the green space in the communities, and a lot of them organize community events. So you can find, sorry, we had a big old truck going by. A lot of people ask us when they relocate to the Treasure Valley, are they going to need a big old truck for the snow? And the answer is no. Our snow is not crazy here. It's not super deep. You're not going to need any special car. You aren't going to need to drive slow. I made a joke in the last video that our team lead, our top agent, Nate Mann, will give your teenagers free lessons on how to drive in the snow. So for those of you who have a teenager, Nate will actually volunteer to teach them how to drive in the snow when you relocate here as a closing gift. If you work with our team when we relocate here, and he said there's a really long list.
We have a long waiting list, so make sure you give me at least 2 years in advance to get on the list.
That wasn't true. I will get you set up immediately. First snow, Nate will teach your kids to drive. After that, if Nate's not available, Ken, our video guy, will teach your teens to drive in the snow. Right, Ken?
Sure.
Okay, see, told you guys. So Ken currently lives in Star. I previously lived in Star. What else should they know? Ken says one of the pros on his list is the schools. Everyone's always raving about the schools. You got Star Elementary, which is great. Star Middle School, also great. And depending on which part of Star you end up in, there are several different high schools that your kiddos can land in. All great options. There's also charter schools, and there is a lot of support in a very, very large population of homeschoolers out here. So if you are interested in becoming a homeschool parent or have been a homeschool parent, You are not going to be a dime a dozen here. There are a lot of other homeschool parents and amazing co-ops, and the state of Idaho supports you in your decision. You've got your medical freedom. If you are going to put your kids in a public school, guess what? You do not have to vaccinate them if that's not the best fit for you and your family. A con of living in Star, Idaho, or really anywhere in the Treasure Valley is there's a real lack of preschools and daycares. It's considered a daycare preschool desert here in the Treasure Valley. But the preschool that is here, Stepping Stones Preschool, Carrie, the owner, is an amazing woman, and that school is absolutely incredible. So incredible that I drove my son all the way out here to go to preschool after we moved out of Star into Eagle, and re-enrolled him to come back because I absolutely love it here. They did not mask their teachers during the pandemic.
Oh, you got me!
It's pretty amazing. Another con of living in Star, Idaho is that if you want to go to Costco, or you need to go back to school shopping, you need to hit up Walmart or anywhere like that, you're going to be driving at least 15 minutes. Now, while that is a con for some people, it's actually a pro for a lot of people, especially those relocating here. There are so many good restaurants and more coming in. You got your grocery stores. You can really get most of your basics right here. And I don't see the need to have to leave very often, especially with Amazon and online ordering and shopping now. People typically like to stay in their bubble when they relocate. Another pro of living here is the mayor. I think the mayor is absolutely wonderful. I've mentioned many times on this channel that I've had several phone calls with him. I called because I wanted everyone to throw blue lights up on their porch when all of that defund the police garbage was going on. He called me on the phone, loved the idea, and took it running from there. I called him before the ponds came in, concerned that there was no community pool, because there are a lot of bodies of water here in the Treasure Valley, and I think it's a really big deal that your kids really know how to swim, and swim well if you relocate here. And I was very frustrated that there was no community pool in Star, so I called the mayor, and the mayor called me back. We chatted. I found out at that time that these ponds were going to be donated to the community. They just had not made everyone aware of it yet, and now here it is. It's come to fruition, so let's go check out those ponds. To help you really understand how insanely different it is in the Treasure Valley, or in Idaho in general, versus other places, Idaho is the least regulated state in the nation. So when a construction project or a new road or anything like that gets started, it actually has an end date that is in sight. It does not go on forever and ever. So we just pull up to the ponds, and Ken's like, wait, I was here 3 weeks ago. There was no construction. Guess what? There is a brand new parking lot. And check out all this fencing. We don't know for sure, but we're guessing that the city probably paid for that fence because these people who live on the other side of it have some cute little animals and things so that they could have some privacy because they were putting this parking lot in. So that is something that I absolutely love about living in a state with low regulations. Okay, so now we're walking up to the Star River House. This river house is kind of like the new community catch-all. Everything happens here. Concerts, fun community events. It's so cool. Look at this adorable tree house. They're putting in grass. They're going to do, what kind of tournament did you say, Ken?
So this is now Freedom Park.
Freedom Park, okay.
You're gonna have frisbee golf. It's not called frisbee golf, disc golf.
Disc golf, okay.
I'll get yelled at from some people. Disc golf, paddleboarding. This is where they do the fishing rodeo. Where they teach kids how to fish for free. They don't have to have a license. They can come out. They stock the whole ponds. So this is the ponds. This is where it's all at right here.
Okay. And are we keeping that part in the video?
Sure.
Okay.
So the story behind that treehouse is that used to be out in Boise. It was a legitimate treehouse. They were going to get rid of it, and so Mayor Chadwick and the city of Star said, "Can we keep it and restore it and put it here?"
Aww.
So they literally.
I love Mayor Chadwick. Yep. He's my favorite mayor, guys. I really love him. And I don't know how many of you have been watching this channel from the beginning of time, but this is where I used to come record my early videos, and none of this was here, none of this. And now it is just so incredible to come out and see all of these fun things. Definitely bring a pop-up tent in the summer. A lot of people don't know that we are actually a high desert here in the Treasure Valley, and it gets pretty warm. So you're gonna wanna bring your pop-up tent. But as far as I know, they're going to be renting or are renting out paddle boards and all the things. Am I right about that?
That's what I hear. I don't know
what I hear.
when that starts, but it's gonna happen.
And then back over here behind these trees is the Boise.
The river.
Thank you.
It's the river.
The Boise River. But I was thinking of the walk. It's also got sidewalks so you can ride your bikes down, and it's just so cool. Oh, look how beautiful that dog is. Okay, so behind me in the pond is Doczilla. Bigfoot is displayed on Doczilla. If you move to Idaho, you must believe in Bigfoot, just saying. So it's not there right now, but usually there is a diving platform, 8 foot tall, off of Doczilla, currently under repair. It's going to be back up. Something that I lovingly am asking you and your family is when you relocate to the Treasure Valley, use the diving board for jumping. Don't let your kids here in this part of town jump into the Boise River off of the bridge. There are certain places off of the bridge where you can jump into the Boise River safely, and those are further down towards Boise. Out here on this end of town, Star, Eagle, please don't do it. It is so tragic, the accidents that we have seen happen. So don't do it, guys. Another big thing, another big tip for you is the river, when that snow runs off the mountains, it gets high and fast. So there are certain times of the year where you have to be a much more skilled swimmer to swim in it. So just make sure you check in before you jump into the Boise River to make sure that it's safe to do so, because it is so fun. Another cool fact about the pond behind me is video guy Ken caught his first 2 fish here ever. They were not goldfish.
That's hurtful.
Trout.
I ate them too.
Trout here is so good. It is so good. That is one of our dishes that you're going to find throughout the entire valley are some special trout dishes. My alarm clock's going off. Isn't that a nice, peaceful alarm clock?
Yes, that was nice.
Okay.
So here in Star, you'll see horses up and down the street all the time. There's walking trails, and there are also trails for your horses here. This is just a very, very special place. I am so excited that this is developed over the last few years and so quickly, like I mentioned, because when I lived in Star, we didn't have this, but we did have a very strong sense of community. So I love that everyone who is wanting to do life together and raise their families together or enjoy retirement together now has this amazing freedom park to come and enjoy here in Star, Idaho. And if you relocate to the next beautiful house that we are going to show you, you'll get a benefit of coming and fishing down here, kayaking, paddle boarding, jumping off the dock. I mean, look at these brothers coming to fish together. Is this not how everyone wants to see their kids and grandkids grow up?
I don't know, it's different here.
So you just saw the ponds. Now behind me is one of our favorite parts of the Boise River. In the summertime, it is standing room only for the teenagers because off of the swing is an awesome jump-in swing. What? Rope swing, thank you. Like jump in the river swing. You can fish here, but most of the fishermen swim a little bit further down. There's some awesome fly fishing here. Right here, people bring their kayaks, their paddle boards, or we've got this dam holding it up. So people will come and wade over here where it's a little bit more still. It is so beautiful, and there's plenty of shade. And if you are someone who is not into enjoying nature with a lot of other people, there are parts of the Boise River literally 2-3 minutes away from here where you can get your own private cozy little spot or let your dog jump in the water, throw the ball. There is something for everyone on the Boise River, and this is where my family and I spend a lot of time in the summer, is at the Boise River. Let's go check out that beautiful house that has walking path or biking access all the way down to Star Road right here. So you just have to cross the street and end up right here at the Boise River or right over there at the ponds. So we're back from touring Star, and you have made it all the way to the end of this video, which means you get to see this amazing new build. This is our absolute favorite location in Star, Idaho, and our favorite build here right now. And guys, we're stuck outside waiting because there are people touring this home. This is a very popular build, very popular community and suburb, and for under $800,000. And when I say under $800,000, you can get into this community in the fives. That's crazy. These are not going to be around long. You need to reach out to us, give us a call, shoot us a text, write us an email if you're interested in this property, this community, or really anywhere in the Treasure Valley. Okay, the family is done with their tour. Let's go in, you guys. So this home is a fun amount of square footage. It's 2,444 square feet. And this house, the model home, happens to be the address 222. Pretty cute, right? Anyway, 3-bed, 2.5 bath. This home is so pretty and the price tag is so insane. I cannot get over it. And it has an RV garage, you guys. So single level RV garage. The square footage is just right for families, retirees, just kind of fits what everyone is looking for. So I just walked in through the entryway and I absolutely love that the mudroom is over here and you cannot see it from the front door. I've lived in a home where you could see the mudroom off out of the corner of your eye, and the first thing guests walked into is, hello, welcome to our chaotic life. So I love that it is over there. It's got the laundry room. I know I said 3-bed, 2.5 bath, but you also get this office. And I love that this office is right off of the kitchen and living room and dining area. As someone who works from home with kiddos, this is my absolute dream come true. This kitchen is stunning and it has so much space, and look how many bar stools you can fit right here. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like half of our, or at least our breakfast and our lunch is usually at the counter, and then we all cook together at the counter before we move to the table for dinner. So I love that this has so much room and a nice big pantry, this extra little space over off to the side. Check out that double oven. I think it is absolutely crazy that here in the Treasure Valley, it's not uncommon for homes that are over $1 million to not have a double oven. So the fact that there is a double oven in a home for less than $800,000, thank you, the builder geniuses. Absolutely love this high ceiling, this beautiful fireplace. Again, they just crushed it. These houses are so pretty. We were talking about, we didn't realize the covered patio. So I will say this has the one door to walk out instead of the sliding glass doors. I don't know if that is an option or not. We'll have to find out. So if you're interested, give us a call. I don't know if you saw our beautiful Clark & Co. home tour. That home was over $3 million. The bedroom in there had this same feature in the ceiling and was lifted high like this. Here, this home, again, like I said, under $800,000, and you're gonna get another feature that you would get in a luxury home, custom home here in the Treasure Valley. So that's amazing. Again, tub, standing tub, beautiful walk-in shower, big, beautiful walk-in closet. I love that they have some privacy for you. That's a lot of room. Shaquille O'Neal, we've got your home. Check it out. I think I prefer this over the small cubbies in the other one. You do too? Yeah. And I like that they put this mirror right here. I feel like, I don't know, right now in our closet, we've got like a mirror against the wall. And when I want to feel thinner, I tilt it. That's the trick. That's how you make yourself just, you know, feel more fabulous.
Those clown mirrors.
Yeah, that one I wouldn't be able to trick myself with, but it is out of the way. The white oak to me is a big trend right now, but I feel like it's one of those traditional, classic, neutral. I think the white oak are gonna be around for a long, long time. Something a lot of people don't know is you're not supposed to steam mop your LVP. So if you're steam mopping your LVP, like I do, don't do it.
Just don't do it.
So I was just fixing the patio rug, and I thought, for those of you who made it this far in the video, I want to tell you the truth about a couple things here in Idaho. We don't have big old massive bugs like Texas does, with the exception of our flies. Our flies are huge, and outside we do have a tendency to deal with something called goat heads. I don't know if you know what goat heads are, but they are those little round ball weed things with pokies all over them. oh, they're so painful and so miserable. So I don't know, I just thought we're outside. I should tell you about some of the things you're gonna experience outside here in Idaho because you made it this far. So many of you are relocating from warmer climates that don't have 4 seasons. Here in Idaho, we do have 4 mild seasons. Well, summer gets pretty dang hot, but with the exception of that, you're going to have a colder winter with some snow. Having the outdoor covered space is wonderful, especially on days where it's a little bit more gloomy and you want to get outside, you want to be able to watch your kids play outside, but you want to stay warm and safe from the elements. Covered patios in Idaho, in my opinion, are a must. Beautiful home, beautiful outdoor space, and then right here, this massive garage that could easily fit a 30-footer, the one you're gonna take me on vacation with. But if this isn't for you, check out this community right here.